Alright, try to make it simple. If you are doing your writing task 2, you need to follow few steps. Then you would be able to write what an actual is the real format of writing task 2.
Okay.
First, if we talk about its time duration, time is equal to 40 minutes. You are supposed to write at least 250 words with which you are familiar. If you are aiming to score something like 6.5, 7 or above than that, then you need to take it towards 280 or 300 words.
Sir, not more than 300?
Not more than 300. Just because of the reason that if you are going to exceed 300 limit, there is a possibility that you will be having mistakes, and those mistakes, instead of giving you something positive, it would result in minimizing your band score. Though 300, that is fine, like don't exceed it from 300 words. But what usually you people do mistakes in? First thing that you need to keep in your mind, that you are having 40 minutes. Most of the students, they read the statement. If they come to know about one word, they start writing about that particular word. Avoid this thing. Why? Because it's not a kind of that story with which we are usually familiar. In subcontinent, either you are given an essay in the form of describe pollution or city life or a kind of those things. When we come to know about one single word, so we write and we overwrite about that particular one word. Here you need to understand the statement, which is important. If we talk about the structure of an essay, first it is 40 minutes time, so what you need to do, you have to do it -5. Why -5? Just because of the reason that in those 5 minutes, you need to plan that what in actual the topic is demanding from you people. If here we look, advertisement, this is the key term, is considered to be pack of lies, yet it creates jobs and employment. Now we are having one key word. What students do? They start writing commercialization or advertising, we see everywhere. It is important for the success or for prosperous business and all that. They write 2-3 paragraphs related to that thing, instead of looking into the statement, that what an actual the statement is talking about. Should it be promoted or restricted? Now this is what? This is a direct question. In IELTS, you are having different types of essays. Now what those different types are? Either you will be asked, do you agree or disagree? That is what is opinion essay. Or you will be asked, discuss and give your opinion. That is what we call as discussive essay.
Okay.
Or what are the advantages and disadvantages? This is what we call as advantages, disadvantages essay.
Sir, how many type of essays in writing task 2?
Okay, that is what I am telling in detail now. What are the causes and solution? This is what we call as problem solution or cause solution. Today the topic which is given to you, should it be promoted or restricted? This is what we call as a direct question. So this also comes in the category of discussive essay. As you asked that which are different types of essays and how many they are, majorly they are 4 in number. Argumentative, like what we call as opinion, agree, disagree. Discussive essay, or a direct question which we are having today, are advantages and disadvantages, in the end cause and solution. So these are 4 major in number, and if you call direct question as the 5th type, so mainly we are having 5 types of essays.
So sir, we are giving, we have to write these kind of essays. So it's important to write is someone giving us this topic or we have to choose?
No, You are not, obviously it is exam, so you are
Okay.
not allowed to choose.
Okay.
Among these 5 types of essays, you will be tested on exam day only in one. Either
Okay.
it will be agree, disagree, because there is no option system.
Okay.
You will be tested, let's say today we are having should it be promoted or restricted, so you are supposed to write on that thing.
Okay.
There is no chance of options into that instead of doing agree, disagree, I'll go for cause, solution or a direct question. So what we were talking about, now these are types of essays which you asked about. If we talk about all these types of essays, essay is having a universal structure. What I mean by that whenever you are asked to write an essay, so essay would be having these 3 things in common. Its introduction, middle body
Okay.
and conclusion. Whichever type of essay you are writing, so these 3 things they need to be followed. But what is the demand of an examiner? Examiner demands from you these 3 things. It's VV, that is what we call as vocab variation. Second one, that is what we call as coherence and cohesion. And the third one, that is grammatical accuracy. If you are going to follow those 3, like vocabulary variation, coherence, cohesion and grammatical accuracy,
Sir, what is vocab variation and its importance in essay writing?
that is now what I am going to tell you in detail. That once you are giving your attempt to writing task 2, then what you need to do, -5, it means that first try to understand that what an actual the statement is about. Now you identified the key term, that here we are having advertisement as the key term. What they are asking about advertisement, how I can understand myself first before writing anything. That is what is the most important factor in order to write a qualitative essay. If you are going to identify the key term, then the next purpose would be that what in actual they are going to ask, or they are asking about that. What is the criteria? You have to play with WH questions.
Okay.
Let's say that I am going to ask from you that what is your name? What would be your response? I am ABCD, my name is ABCD. So what is that? You are actually introducing yourself.
Yes.
Once you are planning your topic in that 5 minutes time, you are going to question the topic, that what the topic is about. Today we are having advertisement, so I am going to question that what is advertisement.
Okay.
The second one thing, that what they are asking about advertisement here is considered to be pack of lies, yet it creates jobs and employment. Now the question which Avas has asked, that what is vocab variation and what is its importance? I need to bring alternate words in the form of synonyms for advertisement. I'm supposed to rephrase the statement given by an examiner. That is what your vocab variation is. And that is step 1 of your introduction. Like let's say we are going to give it a dummy attempt that how I'm supposed to write my essay. As I mentioned earlier, that students usually write things in the form of general details. So instead
Yes.
of writing things which you know about advertisement as general details, you need to be targeted on the topic. We came to know that the topic is about advertisement, and they are talking about advertisement is considered to be pack of lies, yet it creates jobs and employment. So what you need to do, instead of writing advertisement again, you are supposed to bring a synonym for that. Let's say you are using here the word commercialization.
Okay.
Now you brought vocab variation.
Okay.
Commercialization generates working opportunities. Now this is what? Yet it creates jobs and employment.
Employments.
What you brought? You brought first part of that essay, that it generates working opportunities. You didn't use the word jobs and employment, you rephrased that. though it is assumed fake. Over there we were having pack of lies, so you brought is considered pack of lies, you brought here is assumed fake.
Okay, sir.
Now this is the step that you need to focus on instead of giving extra and useless details are in the form of general hooks. You are not supposed to give anything general if you are aiming to score 7 and plus in your essay. Now I am done with the first step, but till this point, this was an examiner statement which I needed to only rephrase. I didn't do anything till this point. Now I need to question again what they are asking from me. They are asking from me the question, do you think it should be promoted or restricted?
Okay.
It means that is a direct question. I'm supposed to discuss now onward in detail wise.
Okay, sir.
This onward, you are having the most crucial response. Why? Just because of the reason that till this point you didn't do anything.
Okay,
Now
sir.
you are going to build your thesis statement, and in that thesis statement you will structure the whole of your essay.
Okay.
How? Let's say if I am going to give a response to this essay, I think world without ads would be colorless. Now what I am doing, I am in favor to promote world without ads would be colorless, but I don't want to keep myself only in favor of advertisement.
Okay.
So I need to bring here, however, certain promos which harm public sentiments must be banned.
Okay.
Now what it is, this is the place where you are actually building the structure of whole of your essay. Because of the reason that here you shooted your opinion and you are informing an examiner that what would be your middle body paragraph 1 and middle body paragraph 2 about. What I did, I rephrased the statement
Okay, sir.
instead of giving any useless details. The second thing that I did, I identified that what an actual the statement is all about. Now that the statement is about, I shooted my thesis statement. Onward this thesis statement, I am going to support all those things what I said in my thesis statement.
Okay.
World without ads would be colorless. I have to explain these things all in detail in my paragraph 1, that what in actual is the importance of advertisement, why it is important, in which way it is generating jobs opportunities. All those things would come in my middle body paragraph 1. And that would come with which, why, and the importance of advertisement. I said in my thesis statement, second portion, that which harm public sentiments. So I'd go now on the side of restrictions. In first I promoted, now I would talk in my middle body paragraph 2, that in which way some commercials are harming public emotions, why they are harming public emotions, and what should be done in order to restrict them for not promoting them. So what I did, I shooted my opinion, I supported that in my paragraph 1, in paragraph 2. Now,
Is this are the paragraph 2 are enough, or we have to write more paragraphs?
Yeah. Like in middle body you are talking about.
Yes, sir.
If you are going to talk about the number of paras, so it depends on your thesis statement.
Okay,
As
sir.
here we are having promotion and restriction. So I talked about its promotion in paragraph 1.
Okay.
I talked about restrictions in paragraph 2. But it is not mandatory that you can limitize it to 2 paragraphs. In
Okay.
extreme cases, you can build your essay in 5 paras. First for your introduction, 3 paras for your middle body,
Okay.
and the last one for your conclusion.
Conclude. Okay, sir.
But don't exceed it from 5 paragraphs, because then it would become so long.
Okay.
Now I did support in para 1 and para 2. So finally I am in a position to conclude. So what I'd be concluding with is I started, I supported. So instead
Yes,
of
sir.
creating anything new, you are supposed to conclude your topic just by pushing back whatever you talk. To conclude, ads no doubt are a source of generating job opportunities, but if they are harmful for society, they must be censored or banned due to certain reasons.
Okay.
Okay.
So it means we are done, and this is what in actual is the structure of your writing task 2. If you are going to write even though 400, 500 words, but they go unplanned or without anything which is the requirement, then obviously you would not be in a position to score something which is required or
Okay.
demanded.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
Sir, in normal exam of schools, colleges and universities, we said teacher at last and teacher please give me 2 minutes extra. And in this case, teacher also give us 1 minute extra or not?
Look,
Or he
so far as your time is concerned, the criteria is quite strict. Either it is in listening, reading or writing. Once they inform you that your time begins, so it depends on you that 1 hour time is allotted. You have to finish your task 2 within 40 minutes instead of giving time more, like to your task 1 and then not to your task 2. That must be planned by an individual earlier. Because if you are given 40 minutes in task 2, it means 40 minutes that's sufficient time for your task 2. 20 minutes, that's well sufficient time for your task 1. So don't expect any extra time from an examiner, because you are not the single one candidate who is taking his or her IELTS test. So you need to fix yourself within 40 minutes and you have to finish up. That's what I said earlier, that 40 minutes, that's huge time. Even though you can extract 5 minutes for planning your essay. Once you plan your essay well, you can write things easily within 30 minutes.
Okay.
Got it.
That's all. I hope you have got
Sir, is there any negative marking if we write more than 300 words, or we write more paragraph? Like,
negative marking in context of mistakes. If you are committing more and more mistakes, then obviously it would like decrease your band scoring. So avoid writing over 300 words. It should be within the limit of 300 rather than more than 300 words.
Okay.
Okay, hope so you have got things.
Yes, sir.